the stream. Hopefully the sound is fine now. If it's not, then it's just like, oh, just what a kick to the gut if something's wrong with my phone too. I have to replace that, you know. So I'll just have to wait a little bit and find out from people who arrive as to whether or not the sound is fixed. Hello, the deal for real. I mean, sorry. What does this all mean? Hello. Can you hear me? I could hear me. Yeah, it sounds like the sound is fine. All right. Well, that's encouraging. So, at least there's not a problem with my phone. That's a positive. I don't really know how long I'm even going to stream for, but the gist of my previous stream, for those who couldn't hear it, is that I've got a huge car repair bill that's unexpected, undesired, oh, and a very anxiety inducing reality. Okay, can you stop, please? I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay? I've got my own shit going on right now. I don't want you to be a pain in the ass. No, trouble. Just go eat your food by yourself. Of course, he's probably feeling anxiety too. I should be empathetic to him. I'm assuming that's why he wants me to watch him eat all the time. Hello again, Winston's mom. What a sorrowful day in Smallsville today. Your cat's been moaning at you all day as well? How annoying is it, right? I'll try to be more empathetic, I guess. Going to watch him eat in a second. I just feel incredibly stressed out by all this. Makes me very stressed out about money. Sure, we've got cushion and time to work with and stuff, but take too many unexpected hits like this, and that won't last very long, you know. What are you gonna do? We're lucky, you know. We're fortunate. We have the resources to deal with it, but that really hurts. It's early enough in the workday. Why don't you call your doctor and say you're feeling some extra anxiety and give you something to tide you over? No, if I wanted to medically address my anxiety, I would take half a Klonopin, which would be, which I might do at some point today. But this isn't the same kind of anxiety that I was feeling during dopamine crash. That anxiety was like panic attack. This is understandable anxiety of just reality crashing on you. Got a lot of stuff going on this time of year right now. I've got my dental surgery coming up. I got a pre-op appointment tomorrow, and I've got this car situation going on, and they're going on concurrent. I have a rental car accordingly, and it's hard to hard to know how long I'm gonna need this rental car for when it costs almost $100 a day when I add it all up. So that's a stressor as well. We've got a dentist appointment for Rachel in Merced coming up, but we'll probably have to put off any substantial work for a little bit, or just so I can feel it's like just not one hit right after another. And yeah, money anxiety's a bitch. But it's okay. We're fine. It's just a kick in the nuts. Rachel's asleep right now. She had a weed drink when she got up this morning and went back to bed. I went back to bed too, but then I got called by the car people and got up, and I'm pretty thoroughly rested at this point. Yes, I've got a 4,000 plus dollar car repair bill, 4,200 currently. That's assuming it can be successfully fixed with a valve job. If in fact it needs a rebuilt engine, who knows how much it's going to be. I knew it was a big problem when it happened, but I was hopeful it wasn't going to be that much. Yeah, I need the valve job. I've well, I've been better. Um, Elpidia Nunez. I've been better. I got a huge car repair bill that obviously I wasn't expecting and definitely wasn't hoping for. It's like I dealt with the car as immediately as it could possibly be dealt with, right? As soon as the check engine light came on and I felt the problem in the engine, I drove home and then I parked the car until I drove it to the shop. And that was the best I could do. And the engine light was yellow, not red, so purportedly it was safe to drive on for some little bit of distance. Okay, fine, I'll watch you eat. Life sucks for you too right now? Alright. It would be unreasonable of me to say that life sucks for me right now, but I definitely got some bad news today. But I think if I really wanted to be adaptively responsive to the stress, that like I would start making shorts from typing sessions, things like an example of FI polar or an example of TI polar, an example of whatever, and and then upload those shorts with some text on them as well. Uh, yeah. See, like you call me in here, like, oh, you want water? Oh, you have water. Go get you some fresh water. Okay, I got the cat some fresh water. What type was that guy? Watch a few minutes. We got elsewhere. He was an INTP. Well, hopefully that didn't spoil it for anybody else. I got him wrong. It's like I couldn't figure him out. For various reasons. I just did a bad job. I know like I tried to do a bad job, obviously, but sometimes I just get stuck on something wrong, and then it's like I spent the whole time trying to figure out if he was INFJ, ENFJ, INTJ, ENTJ, and he was INTP. So, what are you gonna do? That was a great session. It was a terrible session for that guy. I did a terrible job. But he was kind of gaming it a little bit, I think. Kind of to test my test, which I should have trusted instead of trusting my intuition or, like, I don't know. I'm just off my game, I guess. Okay, well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that, Fly Guy. I guess I'm evaluating on my performance as a typologist. So, Rachel and I have been watching movies, holiday movies, and we also did a little Gremlins 2 side quest. Having watched Gremlins 1. Gremlins 2 is better than Gremlins 1, I would say. Gremlins 1 is kind of a ridiculous movie. Okay, kitty. Well, they do say that petting a cat reduces anxiety. Hello, Ananova. It's me. Yeah, you paid me to tell me what type you are. It's correct. But yeah, sometimes it works out that way. What can you do? It's not like I'm gonna not publish it. How about Venezuela? Oh, I don't know what's going on in Venezuela. Are you kind of come up on my lap, Mr. Kitty? Oh, come on. If you want to, come here. Come on, you can come up on my lap. Come on. Come on, Mr. Kitty. Yeah, I'm not sure how reliable that PJ's distinction is, but he was right regardless. Yes, you're a good kitty. And you want a lot of love. They're having Christmas early in Venezuela? How do you have Christmas early? I guess you changed the national holiday day from the 25th to something else. Your cat is lying on your lap now, too. She has anxiety and abandonment issues. I think this cat does too. I am back. I'm back and I'm stressed out. Hi, Mr. Kitty. Yeah, I feel even a little like panicky about everything, but it's okay. I don't need to feel so panicky, but I do. I could mail you if you want me to. I got a big car repair bill today, T2. That's what. My Mini Cooper needs a valve job. You're a good boy. Yeah, I think I might have to. Might be a good idea for me to take out Klonopin. I feel really like. Uh, Seems like I'm just resting today. Well, I got off the phone with the repair shop and just felt really stressed out about it. So I started live streaming. Talk about the word restive. It means restless, not restful. I do feel rested today. But, and there are some things I could do that have solvency as well. Like I could do a few things with the channel that could potentially lead to more income from the channel, like from typing sessions, I mean, not from YouTube. I could cut some shorts from from typing sessions. Wouldn't be that challenging. But right now, I feel just too much like of a shock to the system to start doing anything at the moment. No, Rachel and I get along beautifully. If there's any real drug like the limitless pill, what would it be? I don't know what the limitless pill is. No, I don't live in a restive nook. That's not correct usage of restive. Yeah, restive means impatient and uneasy, marked by nervousness, impatient, fidgety feeling. Basically restless. Yeah, well, Rachel gets prescribed it, and she gets prescribed it for sleep, but it is prescribed sometimes as um, Mr. Fox ate a cock sandwich, real bull peen in Texas today. Well, good for you. And teach you to watch this great movie, Grave of the Fireflies. Put your life in perspective, huh? I was just watching this NASA Apollo astronaut finally faces off against number one moon landing skeptic. I didn't know they ranked moon landing skeptics. It can cause rebound anxiety if you're dabbling. I haven't found that with Klonopin, actually. I definitely found that with Boost Bar. I got horrible rebound anxiety, but I haven't found that to be the case with Klonopin. I just take half of one, and Cassie says that she's always anxious. The cat helps. Well, yeah, the cat doesn't hurt. Supposedly there's a study that proves that Petting a cat reduces anxiety. But, I feel anxiety a lot more than I used to these days. Some of it is just due to life being more anxiety inducing, but some of it is, I think, a change in brain chemistry that makes me a little more susceptible to anxiety. Rachel's asleep, I believe. She had a weed drink this morning when she got up, and I think it sent her right back to bed. I went back to bed too at the same time she did, and I was napping nicely, but then the car shop called back, and there you have it. So, you know, I'm pretty confident that if I use shorts, try a few different approaches, that I can find a way to generate more typing sessions with shorts excerpted from existing typing sessions. You know, at $100 an hour, if I can generate a decent number of those, then it's definitely could make a big difference. But I never really made the an ongoing, regular effort to maximize that outcome. I guess it has to be consistent. I have to do like basically publish one short a day, uh, and I could do more than that. But if I wanted to sort of see what works, yeah, I had one yesterday. Um, so uh, that's something I'm gonna need to do. When I'm feeling a lot of anxiety, it's hard for no, dude, get out of here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think you're I think you're right, Winston. I think I could generate, a decent amount of business doing that. It's something I'm gonna have to start doing for sure because it's like I need to do something productive to, you know, if I'm gonna feel a bunch of anxiety, well, do something productive to improve the situation. Granted, I have a plan that has some solvency in it that ensues after my dental stuff is done, but I need to. I just need to be. I just need to take advantage of opportunity where I can. There's no reason not to. I'm not going to make nearly that much money at working whatever job I get. If I could generate enough of them, it would definitely be worth whatever energy I put into making those shorts. Um, so for me, music can be a good outlet for anxiety. Yeah, music might help if I were to listen to music, certain kinds of songs. Oh, this cat. No, I don't need a good strong indica. I don't think that weed particularly calms me down. It probably is likely to increase anxiety if I'm feeling super anxious anyway. Hi, Matarazzi Sound from Serbia. Could you pick up extra? No, no. Yeah, that takes a lot of work to to develop all the relationships that takes and stuff. Uh, you know, I'll do what makes the most TE sense, which is take advantage of an income stream that's already present, but that I don't try to maximize it all. And I think if I did try to maximize it, I could certainly increase it by a decent amount from what it is now, which is very, very low, you know. Drink a heavy strain of chamomile tea, chamomile. I mean, smoking a couple bong rips doesn't do a lot of damage, but right now I don't breathe shallow and rapidly. Did that help? I don't know. It didn't hurt. You'll end up hyperventilating. Yeah, that's a possibility. Winston's mom, too, but I think, I take things one at a time. Implementing my existing plan would be the best thing to do. I heard that sour candy helps with panic attacks. I'm not having panic attacks. I'm uh, I'm having just yeah. I could try to figure it out. Okay, Kitty, it's time to get up. Come on, time to get up, Mister. It's time to get up. Come on. Thank you. Oh. So I will say that hearing you, Winston's mom, agree that in principle I should be able to generate some more typing session business with shorts if I figure out how to optimize the shorts for that outcome. I find that somewhat calming, We have a lot of stuff between me and actually having caused panic, so at least to some extent this is a natural reaction, but not exactly consistent with the reality of things. Who let the cats out? Well, it's either me or Rachel usually. They'll come in the house via the cat door, but they expect us to let them out the regular door. Well, thank you for sharing that. Oh. Hi, Gil. So, do I do noon checks? No, I don't do any noon checks. I've never been particularly interested in doing noon checks, and I still am not. It was a restart because the first attempt at doing the stream, the sound was bad, so I had to restart it. But why you turned? Why you named Delilah Delilah? We actually named her after a cocktail called the Delilah, which it's like a lemon drop kind of. I was inspired by that name anyway. Just seemed like a nice name. At the time, nobody really named their kid Delilah, but nowadays, people name their kid that more. And after we named her that, they came out with that song, Hey There, Delilah. Oh, so anyway, I wish life were less of a challenge sometimes, but sometimes it's more of a challenge. And this is one of those times. Today is Wednesday. My plans for today revolved around going and getting the car, but it's definitely not going to be finished today, so that's those have changed. I also had plans even before finding out about this to do some shorts and try to promote the typing sessions. But now I'm just feeling too full of anxiety to accomplish anything. It's hump day, right? You've been doing the Advent of Code challenges. Well, that's nice. I don't know what that is. Is like the Advent calendar, but of code challenges. December can be a challenging month, reflecting on the year and loved ones past and so on. Well, show media said it was my enemy year, so it's not it's not surprising that it's getting in a few licks here before the new year starts, if that's the case. Oh, it's cold outside. I think I will take out the clone pen. I'm not really sure if I should or not, but I guess I will. It'll probably make me feel a little better. Maybe make me take another nap. I don't know. Family Guy series is pretty good. I don't really like Family Guy series that much, but it's pretty good. Is right, I think. I think that's the correct designation for it. It's pretty good. All right, this door's not even closed. Hi, Rachel. I just took out the phone. Your car's gonna cost $4,200.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's kind of like hopefully it costs 4,200.
Oh, okay.
No, hopefully it costs 4,200.
Oh.
Like it could be even more if they have to do a rebuild engine. So anyway, she was still asleep. I don't think she really processed that. Chillax you a bit can't be a bad thing. February 16th, Snake Year is over. What is your favorite movie era? Um, no, I mean, I don't know exactly. Like, most recently, we've watched a few 80s movies. We watched Die Hard, Gremlins, Gremlins 2, and I enjoyed them, but I wouldn't call it. I don't think I really have a favorite movie era. I like good movies and don't like bad movies. I have to go pee. Can you guys look at the Christmas tree for a little while? Keep an eye on it. Make sure it doesn't get up to any shenanigans. You know, one thing a lot of people don't know that is kind of interesting is that Tylenol is actually a mild mood stabilizer. Fly Guy thinks there's a 30-year long golden age. That's a long golden age. He also suggests a very good solution for Gelt's scratchy head problem. It's cold in here. Turn it up a few degrees. 68. I prefer to watch real life stuff, i.e., documentaries. I could watch an occasional documentary if it's interesting, but I don't like things getting depressing, and often documentaries do. Well, thank you all for being here today. It's comforting to have the company. And, you know, when I feel emotions, I tend to reach out for some company. So I'm going to take a couple Tylenols because they do function as a mild mood stabilizer and have a history of success for me. Well, mostly I'm feeling anxiety. You know, a more pressing kind of anxiety than existential terror. Just like, you know, when you get a $5,000 bill unexpectedly, that's like more than a month's worth of normal living expenses, you know? It's a lot. And it will end up being 5,000 at least, probably because, well, maybe not quite, but if the 4,200 solves the problem, then I still am going to have a few days of, well, this is non-alcoholic beer, Leon, so it's not going to do much as far as curing anxiety. Bong rep, I'm just not in the mood for it. I've been super drug free uh, lately. Like, yeah, I've been pulling bong rips, but I haven't taken any Wellbutrin, any psych drugs of any kind of uppers, you know. And that seemed to be a recipe for, generally a recipe for good mental health for me right now, because it's always been the case that I've never been one to party to soothe my negative states of being. It's always been that I partied to maximize my positive states of being. So I don't really feel like having fun doing that, right? It won't be fun because I've got legitimate things that I'm stressed out about. But probably this half Klonopin will help me to kind of chill out, relax some today, and hopefully get some little bit of productive thing done. Uh, in particular, okay, well, I mean, I'll set a more concrete goal than that. Like, make one short and try to Yeah, have you seen one party? You better just seen it all. Yeah, that's true. If you've seen one party, you've seen them all. It's always just debauchery of some kind. Some kinds of debauchery are more debauched than others, obviously. Like, I don't feel like when I take mushrooms, that qualifies quite as debauchery. Although sometimes it depends. Whose anxiety are we streaming? We're streaming my anxiety because I got a huge car repair bill today. My car needs a valve job, and they already, it's going to cost over $4,000. My imaginary friend Brog, yeah, Brog is, well, he says it's pronounced Brog, but it looks like Brog to me. You can key in dopamine by making one short key in dopamine will boost some happy brain chemicals. Well, it'll make me feel like I did something, you know. And who knows? My goal is not to do a lot, but to do something like that, like do that every day, you know. One short that includes that's been refined enough to maximize Barack Obama. That boy Klaus says, dude, same. My car won't pass inspection. I've been to 3 different mechanics trying to get around the issue, but no one will pass me. Mine's like a $2,000 fix. Yeah. Lots of different people energy gives me anxiety, or rather, I hate paying for someone else to fix them. Wow. Yeah, the Klonopin will give me some time to myself in a positive way. Well, usually I found in the past that, well, it kind of depends on what other drugs I got in me, I guess, but that when I take a little bit of Klonopin, that it actually makes me more productive for a while. Possibly just because it counteracts some SE crippling aspects of anxiety, I guess. But I don't even feel like accomplishing anything today. I just was like, Benzos for you are a lifesaver. It stops overthinking, making it easier to act. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to get any kind of Klonopin withdrawal. I just took half a Klonopin, and I haven't taken one in a long time. I hate to say it, I'm 40 and I'm starting to get pains. Yeah, well, your body doesn't get more robust as you get older. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of treating my feelings with drugs either, but in this instance, I think half a Klonopin is fine, you know. And how do you swallow them without touching them? Good question. So we'll just have to see what the day brings. Besides this, yeah, I took half a Klonopin already. I just took it about 5 minutes ago or something. I melted it in my mouth. It is kind of a slow acting one, even when you melt it in your mouth. But when you hit your mid 40s and 50s, some deep thinking comes into play. That's true. That is true. You also only ever take an Ativan? Yeah, well, Klonopin's slow acting, long half life. But if you melt it in your mouth, it hits a little faster. Used to melt dextrine in my mouth, in your mouth. I used to, and still sometimes do, melt Adderall in my mouth, but it's uh, it's so disgusting tasting that sometimes I just swallow it. I just don't like the taste of it at all. I mean, it's not as bad as mushrooms, I guess. I'd be well served to follow show media's advice though and go take a walk. Well, let's see what's going on in the sports world tonight. There is a San Jose Sharks game on later. The USC men's team plays on Saturday at 3. The women's team plays on Sunday at 5. That'll be a good game. USC versus Washington. We're both ranked. And Washington's coming to us. Washington's undefeated. So it'll be a good test for us. No, thank you, show media. What does dextrine help with? It's like a ADHD drug. I get prescribed Zopiclone, and it tastes like bum. Doctors won't give you any controlled meds anymore. Do you care about the Lane Kiffin story at all? Yeah, I was just looking at it. What do you think about the Lakers? Are you or was you a Kobe fan? I mean, I was a Lakers fan until Chick Hearn died, and then I stopped being really a Lakers fan. I think that Lane Kiffin is, well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that uh, that he would take the job. It's a lot more money, and people do like money. How USC landed the number 1 class. It took Lincoln Riley and Jen Cohen more than 9 months to make the hire. Chad Bowden. Basically, they're saying SC's 2026 number 1 recruiting class is thanks to Chad Bowman. It's good to know. They're giving me all the antipsychotics I want and begrudgingly giving me Wellbutrin. do you do you like Wellbutrin? I mean, the thing is, I don't really like it at all. Well, they're not bad news if you're psychotic. What does this all mean? Rachel is on, what's it called, olanzapine. I think that might be an antipsychotic. But she needs it, you know. She's on 3 drugs. Although she doesn't take the Prozac all that often, I don't think. I've been drinking the last 2 days. Tomorrow I'm sobering up. Good luck with that, Leon. I like the antidepressant effects without the sexual dysfunction that SSRIs can cause. You've been on olanzapine? It's every once in a while I'll take it because it's like the only drug that really makes me sleep. But yeah, it kind of gives you the munchies. I just feel like depressed anxiety. It's just a big bummer and bleh. Well, if I were to end streaming right now, with Rachel still asleep, I'd probably just feel more anxiety. But I guess I feel okay. I've been starting to do a little something. Keeps it at arm's length, sort of. I'm glad I got prescribed Valium because they're cracking down on prescribing it now. Clozapine works for me. I wish I didn't have to take meds, but it's better than suffering from hallucinations. Fair enough. Sometimes life is hard. It can be hard to have an inflection with disability. You hate the prohibition of psychoactive substances. Well, they're not going to do me any good now. You know, like, I have some mushrooms left over. I'm going to take at some point, but you know, now's the time to try to be responsible more, not to try to be less responsible, even though that seems appealing. Yeah, life tends to throw a few problems at you now and then. If the Klonopin would really kick in, it's like I don't even want to be. I'm not even motivated to be motivated, you know. I'm not only am I not motivated, I don't want to be motivated to do anything except just moan and groan about stuff. Moan and groan and walk around pointlessly. That's my dream today. Moan, groan, walk around pointlessly. And at some point, eventually, you make dinner. I could see us having rice and steak again. Rachel's been doing a lot of watching what she eats, eating low calorie things. But every time I make steak and something, she turns down the steak. That's probably not. It's probably less of a caloric concern than the starches. But she's got her intuition about what has calories in it, I guess. That's what zombies do. That's what zombies do. Did you really know that they can't get prescribed medical cannabis because of it's like you're diagnosed with you? I'm sure you can get non-medical cannabis if you try. Oh, man. I'm just really annoyed that I can't get medical cannabis. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's even cold inside the garage. But it's warmer than it is outside. Moan and groan and walk around pointlessly. You're getting an ounce further. Could get arrested if caught. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. I have so much weed. I just have in addition to all the weed I've processed, I have a dining room table full of branches. Should last a long time. Hi, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Wednesday to you too. Oh, we're not going to tell on the Fly Guy. Don't worry about it. We'd be hard pressed to do so. We have no idea where he lives or what his name is. Well, I do feel a little bit more a little less overwhelmed by the reality. More like, okay, well, you just got to do some things here and make some things happen. You got some time to do it, and that's better than abject despair. I'd say by a substantial margin, really. What have I done? What have I done? Find a deep hole to crawl in. Here lies dear old Jack. In general, I identify with Jack Skellington a lot. Full of enthusiasm over terrible ideas. You're very capable of managing what's up ahead. You may be grieving now, losing some of your fun time. I don't think I'm grieving it. I'm anxious about whether I'm up to the challenge, but I appreciate your vote of confidence. I do believe I am up to the challenge. I just have to. I just have to keep going forward. You know, it's like once I paid the dentist and had the surgery schedule and everything, I kind of was figuring I'd like to just deal with that first before I start dealing with anything else. But maybe I'll have to get a jump on that a bit. And that's okay. You know, I need to compare my challenges and other things in life against alternatives rather than the ideal, you know. Yeah. I think everything's gonna be fine, you know. It's gotta be a little bit more of an adult, and maybe you're right. Maybe I'm mourning the loss of a total lack of structure or something, but maybe maybe I'm ready to be a little bit more responsible anyway. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna wrap this stream up, and I think I'm gonna go maybe try to lie down with Rachel for a bit, and I'll see if I can take a nap. Hi, Sobo94. I'm sorry to tell you I'm in the stream right now, but nice to see you here. Thanks for coming. Next time, I'll be back again tomorrow, I'm sure. Maybe even later tonight. Who knows?